You can have a lot of fun in Assassin's Creed Shadows if you understand the best ways to get the most out of the stealth gameplay. There is a lot of small stealth tips that you can put together that really make it quite quick and easy. So if you're a fan of being a ninja, then this is the video for you. Firstly, and very obviously, you'll need to play as Naoe, as Yasuki is way too big and clumsy and doesn't have a lot of the stealth abilities that she has available to her. One of the most important stealth tips is when approaching an enemy area like an encampment or a castle for example, try and get as close as possible without getting seen, and then use your eagle vision. This will show all nearby enemies in red, and then move your cursor over those enemies to tag them, as this helps you keep track of them all. You can keep eagle vision active whilst you sneak around your enemies, which is great for enemy awareness, and it makes you move slower, which significantly reduces the sound you make, meaning you won't alert enemies as easily. A lot of people don't know the benefit of tagging enemies, and this is why. When you are not using eagle vision and a tagged enemy is nearby, a white glow will appear on the side of your screen in the direction of the enemy. The icon will also get sharper and bigger the closer the enemy gets to you. Also, there is a Tanto you can unlock called Call of the Void, and it does an extra 30% damage to tagged enemies. Plus, eagle vision works through walls, so it's a massive advantage to get the recon before you go into their camp. If you have the opportunity, make sure you're assassinating enemies from hiding spots such as haystacks, wells, and when you're clipped behind an object. To make sure you're clipped behind the object correctly, make sure you see Naoe do this animation where she puts her back to the object and can easily see around the object. It is important to assassinate from these positions, as Naoe will assassinate the enemy and automatically move the body behind cover, so other enemies don't see it out in the open as easily. But be careful, because enemies can still see you when you're leaning out to assassinate, so timing is very important still. At the start of the game, you need to spend skill points on assassination skills to allow you to instantly assassinate enemies, otherwise you won't do enough damage and your assassination attempt will fail. However, in the options menu you can enable the guaranteed assassination option if you want, but that's your preference. When assassinating samurai, make sure to do it from behind, as you will always be denied from the front. However, there looks to be a skill you can unlock where you will never be denied an assassination, and that's called Hand of the Creed. Also, when assassinating, make sure to equip your Tanto, as it allows you to double assassinate with one interaction. This is so important when dealing with guards that are in pairs. Next is the power of your tools. Definitely do not sleep on these. You get access to 4 tools, and the most powerful is the kunai throwing knives. I highly recommend spending skill points on upgrading your kunai damage, because you can clear entire camps with just them alone. If you aim for headshots, you can get one-shot kills, and you can use the quick throw ability, which is great if you accidentally alert the enemy and need to deal quick damage. You can also throw these from behind cover by aiming and only your head is visible to the enemies. This kunai playstyle is very beneficial if you like stealth approaches. Once you kill an enemy with the kunai, you can collect it back off their bodies. And I also have engravings on my equipment that allow me a 50% chance to retrieve a tool with every kill, and this really helps me keep stocked up for the next fight. Plus, another engraving I have allows an automatic quick throw of the kunai after an assassination, and this allows even quicker assassinations of larger groups of enemies. The smoke bombs are also really great, especially when dealing with groups of enemies with minimal cover around. It also works great if you alerted the enemy accidentally and want to disappear so you can assassinate the enemies again. Here you can see, if you stay low and throw some smoke bombs down, the enemy will eventually lose you and allow for assassinations to begin again. And here you can see I had no easy way to sneak up on this guard, so I threw a smoke bomb in the area and remained hidden until the assassination prompt appeared for me. Here you can see my whistle wouldn't quite lure the enemy close enough to me, so the bell tool is most useful for these situations. It brought the enemy close enough to my hidden location and I could then assassinate the target. I feel the bells may be a little bugged at the moment though, because they don't always seem to work for me, but I'll test them out further. How do you find using them? Do you like using them, or are they a bit bugged as well? The shuriken are the last tool, and I find them most useful for taking out lights, etc. And they will not be alerting the enemy as much as a kunai does. Plus you can hold many more shuriken than kunai, so they can be used to continuously throw at enemies and eventually kill them. Plus, they knock the enemy back with each throw. The last and most simple stealth tip I have for you is to find a large enough thick vegetation area and stand as deep in it as you can and whistle for the enemy's attention. Try to get them to come as far into the vegetation as possible because the enemies can only see less than a meter or a couple of feet into the vegetation. So you can stack multiple bodies in there and no one will ever notice. Thank you for watching, and I hope it helped you master your stealth gameplay. If there is any other guide videos you would like, let me know in the comments below. I have some amazing hideout designs that I'll be releasing a video for soon, so if you want a hideout idea, make sure you've subscribed. I'm also going to play some unedited stealth gameplay so you can see what that looks like. But I'll catch you on the next one. Bye!
That sounded suspicious.
I am in two minds about it all. It is difficult to see.